Happy Chinese New Year. The future is bright. The future is bright. Year of the Snake. Dun, 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 dun. Ballin at what cost? Ballin at what cost? Ballin at what cost? What up? What up? Ballin at what cost? Yeah. Happy Chinese New Year. Yeah. Year of the Snake. Future is bright. Let's get it. Aight. 你好. I'm Alexei Pukanikin, and we're ballin' today, tomorrow, and most definitely yesterday. At what cost? Happy Chinese New Year, ladies and gentlemen. It's the year of the snake. Look at that beautiful snake that I drew. Right? Looks like something a full adult would draw, right? Not a 6-year-old. But it's the year of the snake, and with all this being said of now, even this year is changing, and you look upon the future, and I gotta tell you, the future looks bright. The future looks real bright. We have a lot of up ahead, but even for teams, sports teams that we might not see for a while, even for those teams, the future is bright. The future is promising. The NFL conference championships have concluded. There you can see the matchups. I've had the matchups up there with the predictions, and we can start off with the bottom over here. We got Commanders versus Eagles. Congratulations to Jayden Daniels for one of the most successful rookie seasons in the NFL. Buddy almost went to the Super Bowl first try. Hey, dude. But he's not a snake, though. I think he's a dragon. So that was the thing. It was not meant to be. He was a year of the dragon. Dragon year's done. And the future is looking bright for the Commanders. You guys made conference championships first season with Jayden Daniels. The future is looking bright. Especially with Zach Ertz, too. Zach Ertz, my boy, putting in the work. Only athlete during the conference championships that was able to receive more than 100 yards. So Zach Ertz made an effort there to help out Jayden Daniels, who was struggling a little bit. And if I were Jayden Daniels, I'd struggle a lot more, knowing that I'm making all this money, I'm working out, I'm being a real alpha male. I'm out here just, putting in the work, but mom tells me I can't have no pussy. Dude, that's what ultimately lost I bet that's what ultimately lost the Commanders and Eagles game. It was just, dude, there was some Philly fans with them big old milkers just wide, just out in the open, and Jayden Daniels caught a freaking glance, and that's it. It was enough for him to, have that one turnover and not be able to be at 100%. I'm sorry. I personally have this opinion. If you're young, getting paid, putting in the physical work, you need your dick sucked every night. You need that. Unless, look, unless if this is gonna be, in 2 decades, this is the most fucked up story. I don't even want to say it, but you know, please, to Jayden Daniels' mom, I implore you, let your son fuck around a little bit, okay? I'm not saying it's one of those cases, where it goes all overboard and there's accusations. And of course, and I understand your perspective of not risking your son to be in a position where, there would be accusations. But, buddy, now there's accusations that, slowly and slowly, 3 seasons, if the buddy can't, then you're going to be like, hey, man, maybe we should. The future is bright for Jayden Daniels now. I bet at least now that it's an off season, he's going to Cancun. He's going to enjoy himself, or wherever, Barbados, Paris, whatever. Just let him enjoy himself, okay? He's put in the work. He's achieved the success as much as he could, in his control. The future is bright for Jayden Daniels. It's looking bright, and to be honest, his money too. No women at least stealing from his money. So this is great. This is all very great. This is going in a positive way. The Indians are happy. Everything's great. Okay, so it's looking bright. I mean, even for the Eagles. I mean, the story has not been written and done yet. The narrative has not been closed off. But I think for the future as well, the Eagles is bright. I mean, they have a young and powerful defensive team that make big plays, big stoppages. I think Cooper DeJean, hey, his skin is bright enough for you guys to know the future is going to be bright too, all right? I think he's turning 22 during the Super Bowl. Yeah, everything was looking bright for Philadelphia, for the Eagles, all right? It was as bright as Kevin Hart's smile. It was as bright as the top of Gilly's head. It was as bright as, like I said, Cooper DeJean's skin, and as bright as Jalen Hurts' diamond chain. So, future is looking bright. Everything's bright. Congratulations to the Eagles for making the playoffs, the Super Bowl once again. Great achievement. And we get a Super Bowl rematch. We've seen this before. Eagles Chiefs. Let's see what we got done in the rematch. So that goes on to the second conference championship matchup that I actually witnessed. I went early to bed, woke up early to watch this game, and dude, I thought we had him, dude. Bills Mafia, I thought we had him. I ain't gonna lie, dude. It was like you can notice in the stadium that there were quiet. The Bills Mafia was present, dude. Like, I gotta say that. Like, first of all, shout out to Bills Mafia for donating a bunch of money to Mark Andrews' charity, because that's what happens. They understand balling out what cost. You can't ball, but hey, dude, you put in the work otherwise, and there's going to be people that is going to show love for that. So Bills Mafia donating money to Mark Andrews' charity after that botched catch. And I'm sure now they're not blaming it on Kincaid either. And I'm not going to blame it on Kincaid either. That was a tough game. And I have to admit, like, to be fair, like, I blame it on the tush push. You guys could have done bigger risks than tush push. I personally think so. This is the playoffs. You want to beat the Chiefs, you're going to have to do risky plays. And I think just repeatedly tush pushing Josh Allen was not going to do any favors for you, all right? Why put yourself in a position where it might be a controversial call, 4th and inches, or was it first down? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the refs. You know what the refs prefer. They have a preferable side to this thing. Why? I don't understand why you guys couldn't just freaking try to pass it, just short yardage, freaking dish it out to the sideline, run it. And, James Cook was putting in the work, man. Shout out to James Cook, man. That guy, you feel his presence, all right? Same thing for Matt Collins. Wow, if it wasn't for Matt Collins making a few huge catches, this game would have been like way different. It would have looked way different. Kansas City Chiefs. As long as you got Patrick Mahomes, the future is looking bright. No problem. It's okay. The future is bright, okay? You guys balling at what cost? Ballin with Patrick Mahomes, third Super Bowl in a row. At what cost? $500 million. And a little bit more on top of that, most likely. Even if the future isn't bright, hey, dude, the refs, they're not too bright, and they'll help you. You fucking... anyways, no, that's just me throwing jokes. It's jokes. It's jokes. Bills Mafia, seriously, you guys, you'll get him. You get him, dude. You'll freaking get him, dude. And I have to shout out the Chiefs, dude. They just... Dude, and that's what I'm saying. Look at that one Patrick Mahomes rushing touchdown. That was a risky play. You just have to take risks and mix it up. I personally think the tush push. It was the tush push, man. I fucking, this is not no funny jokes anymore. Nothing. Like, it was up to that, man. And shout out to the Chiefs. I mean, they do play brilliantly. They make the exact right play call every time, pretty much. And Josh Allen knows his future is bright. I mean, he's probably gonna impregnate Haley Steinfeld now. Okay, honey, it's okay. We didn't get the Super Bowl, but now I'm gonna, a little bit of unprotected sex. Bada bing, baby pops out. Life is great. Future is bright. Future is looking real bright. I mean, that's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. It's no Matt Collins, Keon Coleman, you young guys that will fucking do a lot of work, right? You guys are all right. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. At least the future is looking bright. No more. I'm sure you guys won't tush push ever again. In fact, I'm so sure that the tush push now has cost so much more than it has done that I think the league is gonna retire the tush push after this. It's done. It's gone. Rest in peace, tush push. Okay, the future is looking bright for the NFL. And that's truly that. We get one weekend without football, and then it's the last, I guess, weekend with football. Not the upcoming weekend, but next week I'll get back to you guys about the road to Super Bowl LIX. Yeah, man, I'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just so visually it makes more sense. Little wipey wipe. Get the Commanders kind of out of there. Oh, not the Chiefs. Whoopsie daisy. The Bills gone. It's just the Chiefs and the Eagles, man. And I'll give you guys that breakdown next week when we are closer to the action. But all right. Hey, look at that. Now that it's not it's not freaking 12 matchups per week, we can get through this a little more efficiently. UFC Saudi Arabia is going down this week. You want to talk about a nation or just like a place or a location, geographical location where the future is looking bright. It's Saudi Arabia. It's Riyadh season. It's looking bright. It's looking great for Riyadh season right now. I'm a big fan. I think they're just revolutionizing the revolutionary. They're okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna make ourselves look like a bunch of fucking idiots out here. The future is looking bright for Saudi Arabia, and we got a UFC fight night, just like a light, like just welcome to the year type of thing, which I just love because I know Riyadh season's gonna bring it. They're always gonna bring it. And this is just almost like I consider this is just like the perfect trailer for what will go down for the rest of the year. And we open it up with a light UFC Fight Night Saudi Arabia just before we jump into the second month of the year. So we got prelims. We got some names that definitely you got to keep an eye on. You can't skip the prelims, and also just the timing of it. For me, 4 p.m. in the afternoon for the prelims to start and 7 p.m. for the main card to start. Yeah, that's luxury. All right, compared to a, Las Vegas pay-per-view card that's like main card starts at 5 and we go in the morning and we go all the way till 8, which is that's a way different experience. So Saturday night, if you're watching this episode, if you're listening to this, send me a DM. I am more than happy to have you over to watch this fight night with me. But in the prelims, that will be around, 5 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm so hyped. We have Fares Ziam. This guy, fighting out of France, had a brutal standing knee KO on Matt Steamroller Frevola, in France last time he fought. So this guy is definitely a very technical guy who has a lot of skill, right? And on top of that, he's got that killer instinct. He wants to get you out of there, right? That knee, brutal, and it was perfect too. That's why it was so brutal. Fares Ziam fighting in the prelims. Looking forward to his matchup against a Yankee. And he's actually sitting at underdog, which, there you go. I do think we got to put some money on that now. Next up, we have the infamous or famous Terrence McKinney. Doesn't have the longest, average fight time. He either KOs the hell out of you or the opponent KOs the hell out of him. So I hope this time he doesn't get brutally KO'd at least. This guy is kind of like the small version of Johnny Walker. Either Johnny does some crazy shit or you get fucking brutally just sent into the shadow realm. So Terrence McKinney putting a lot of support behind your back. I believe in you for the matchup against a Danish dude. And he's looking like a big favorite right now. So Terrence McKinney, do your thing. Get a little 30-second KO, TKO, and let's celebrate once again. Main card then. Let's jump straight into the main card. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in a rush. Mama's waiting for Chinese New Year's Eve to freaking kick the hell off. Lots of wine, lots of food. I gotta go help her with food. That's why we got the red going. Red necklace, red shirt, red panties, and the red LEDs. Red, lot of red. Marlboro red. If you're 2002, if you're 2001, but you're born after February, it's your snake year right now. So congratulations. Please wear red on you. It's for good luck. It it will change. It will totally change your life. And if not, CCP will. I'm just kidding. It's good for you, okay? It's to keep the evil spirits away, all right? So we go into the main card. Mama's waiting. I gotta freaking go. Okay, main card. First of all, we have a guy fighting out of Nurmagomedov's camp. His last name is Nurmagomedov, but I know Saeed is one of those guys whose last name is exact same but not related. Not related, unlike Umar. Umar is actually Khabib's cousin. Saeed is not related but trains out of the same camp. I know, very confusing. This guy is going against this young Brazilian prospect, Vinicius Oliveira. And this Vinicius guy is vicious. Okay, that was just horrible. Basically a bantamweight Oliveira, like Charles the Bronx Oliveira. No, seriously, he has that skill, heavy hands, even though it's like the lighter division, has the killer instinct, had arguably one of the best knockouts last year, this flying knee right before the end of the third round. Crazy shit. He's actually coming out in as an underdog, which is unsurprising because you're matched up against a Dagestani with the name Nurmagomedov. However, the odds do say, like I'm predicting, very close matchup. Hopefully this goes 3 rounds. I feel like this might be one of those classic 3-round wars where both gentlemen give out everything they got. So if I got to go with someone, I'll genuinely go with this Vinicius Oliveira guy. Dangerous 135 matchup. Let's go. All right, then we go into the fight before the co-main and the main event. We got a heavyweight bout, which I like. Big, powerful men. We got the number 4 ranked Sergey Pavlovich versus the number 9 ranked Jairzinho Rozenstruik. And I have to say, Sergey got a little bit exposed last fight against Alexander Volkov. Alexander Volkov was able to deal in a very calculated manner what Sergey Pavlovich before that fight was considered, just a crazy danger, and don't let him get anywhere close to you unless it's over. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, looking better for him. He's currently on a 2-win streak. Let me double check that. Rozenstruik, ups and downs, peaks and valleys. Yeah, 2-fight win streak. He most recent loss was against Almeida. Fuck, I forgot his first name. Right now. Anyways, I do think this is gonna be a standing up fight. And if it is, I think Rozenstruik has the reach. No way Sergey Pavlovich has a longer reach than Jairzinho Rozenstruik. By 6 inches, that is insane. I actually thought it was reach-wise they were matched up more. But I do think Sergey Pavlovich is going to try to grapple and wrestle Jairzinho. I don't know. I don't see this going 3 rounds. I can tell you that. I don't think both men, since they're both so heavy and physical, I don't think they have the gas tank to go all the way to the end for 15 minutes. If I got to say someone, you know what I got to say? I think Sergey Pavlovich. I'm sorry, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I just think that Volkov was a great matchup against Pavlovich, and Pavlovich just couldn't get it started. But I do think Pavlovich will be able to get it started in this matchup, and once you get him started, you can't really stop the guy. So, and he's a little bit salty after that loss, so he's gonna come in a different animal, I think. So Sergey Pavlovich, if you're listening, I love you. Alexander Volkov didn't get the best of you at all. And you're the man. Simply. You're the fucking man. All right. It's co-main event time. And my goodness. This is a matchup that I personally am the most hyped for. This is the matchup I am looking forward to the most during this fight night. It is Shara Bullet Magomedov going against Michael Venom Page. Venom Page ranked number 15. Shara Bullet ranked number 14. Michael Venom Page, though, I think he's ranked number 15 in welterweight. I could be wrong, but I'm not going to check myself right now. But let's just say 90% I'm correct. And Shara Magomedov ranked number 14 in the middleweight division. On a fast track now. He's on a bit of a fast track to freaking go for the belt. I'm saying if he beats Michael Venom Page, beats one other guy, he might already be in the conversation for the title, because this guy's 15-0. He's from Dagestan. He looks crazy. I mean, he looks out of a movie. He's called the One-Eyed Pirate because he likes to wear this freaking, pirate bandana, and his one eye is, a little bit cloudy. And yes, he is a Dagestan brother, but he don't wrestle. No grappling. Dagestan grappling, I'm born with Dagestan grappling. Okay, Shara Magomedov understands that. He's born with it. So what do? You become a high-level technical striker that mixes it up. But get this. Michael Venom Page is the same, but no Dagestan grappling. He's just a black dude coming out of the UK who just has the craziest striking style ever. I do think this is the most dangerous matchup Michael Venom Page has had so far in his UFC career. I think this is his third fight in the UFC. Let me double check. Yes, he lost a close one against Ian Gary, and he beat Kevin Holland to start off his career in UFC. And Shara Magomedov, also a newcomer in the UFC. However, he's fought four times, and two of them it's been a finish. Two of them has been decision. I gotta tell you, I don't see this going. I don't see this getting stopped. Like, I do think this is gonna go to decision. Both men got a chin. Both men are so weird, right? It's just, I do think that there's going to have to be the craziest, weirdest combo thrown for there to be something to land in order for there to be a TKO or KO. It's going to get weird, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get only pure strikes, I'm sure. And it's just going to get weird. Michael Venom Page, a great entertainer and showman. Shara Magomedov, in the same way, great entertainer and showman, but slightly different mentality. Both men are going to be going for the dub. Obviously, Shara, 0 losses, so he really just got to keep the flawless record going. And Michael Venom Page, he wants to prove to the UFC that, freak it, before he retires, he can go for the belt too. So there we go. Middleweight matchup. And for the main event, we got a middleweight matchup as well, just slightly higher ranked. We got Israel Adesanya, number 2 ranked in the middleweight division. Nasruddin Imavov, ranked number 5 in the middleweight division. This is going to be Israel Adesanya's first fight in 5 years, if anything, close to 6, which is a non-title fight. First time since 2019, he is having a fight where there's no belt included. That's it. And I'm sure part of this is also just like Israel Adesanya. He understands. Let me make quick work of one guy to show that I'm still here. Yes, I got beat. He's taken his fair share of losses, but they've been very in a way, understandable losses. He took that loss against Jan Blachowicz in light heavyweight, okay? He took a loss against Poatan, who is a light heavyweight, but was able to cut down to middleweight, and he took that loss, but then he avenged it with pure skill and power. And then the Sean Strickland loss. Yes, it didn't go his way. It was Sean Knight's, but Sean high level when it comes to, stand-up defense. Then DDP. It was just like you slipped up. Maybe it wasn't like DDP was breaking him down on the, standing up. It was the fact that it just got too weird. You slipped, and then he was able to take advantage, get you in a rear naked choke. I don't think Adesanya is at a stage in his career yet where it's like, oh, we're just going to fight these lower ranked guys and, it'll be up and down and whatever, and then slowly fade away. Kind of like, the place Robert Whittaker has been in for a little bit. I don't think that's going to start with Adesanya. I have to be honest with you. Imavov has had a fair share of decisions, some arguably controversial. And before Adesanya knocked the hell out of Poatan, before that, the wins that Adesanya were getting, people were just like, well, he just plays the points and just wins the decision. Well, okay, if that's Imavov's mentality going into this, Adesanya is going to win. But I also think that Adesanya has the killer mentality now, where it's just like, let me just show the world that I never left. So he's going to just take good care of Nasruddin Imavov. And I do think round 2 TKO, round 3 or early round 3 TKO from Israel Adesanya. Guys, happy Chinese New Year. Year of the Snake. Future is looking bright. Future is looking bright for Adesanya. All these guys balling at what cost, all right? Keep that in mind. Wear some red. Throw up a prayer. It's balling at what cost. I gotta go. My mama's worried. I gotta go help mama. All right. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys next week. Peace.